Hey guys, this is Joe, and I've got a little bit of a special treat for you today. It's some COD 4, my favorite game of all time. Alright, and I would like to pose a very important question. What happened to Call of Duty? I think COD got swept up in the river of mainstream, that's a pun, mainstream video game making. And it's a tragedy, really. If Shakespeare wrote a play about Call of Duty, it would be about this, and it would be a tragedy, definitely. After this Call of Duty, the series, in my opinion, just fell off. I mean, the quality of the games, besides World at War, and arguably Black Ops 1, just was not up to par with COD 4. I mean, it was all the Call of Duty games since then, especially the ones made by Infinity Ward, are featuring fast gameplay, cheaply made games, hours just mindless fighting, just stalemates back and forth. It isn't fun. I mean, the guns are way too overpowered. There are way too many kill streaks. It's just way too complicated. I miss COD 4 whenever it was classic and fun and really, I mean, it was down to earth. In Call of Duty 4, there are 3 set kill streaks that you cannot change. Those are the UAV, the airstrike. It's an airstrike that drops 3 bombs, like cluster bombs, on an area, and a helicopter. And the helicopter's pretty good. Now, in Black Ops 2, there are 22 kill streaks, or score streaks now, which is even more complicated. I'm just going to refer to them as kill streaks just because that's easier. There are 22 of them. That is so complicated. Why can't there just be 3 that you can't switch off? That would make it so much more simple, so much more fun, in my opinion, because you didn't have to worry about getting your kill streak. Another thing about COD 4 is that all the weapons were viable. If you wanted to use an SMG, you could. If you wanted to use a shotgun, you could. If you wanted to use an LMG, go for it. The guns in COD 4 were skill-based, and in every other game, they seem like they're based on the power that they are given by the developers. Like, they're way too over or underpowered. Like, the developers determine what guns are going to be used by how good they make them, and that's not cool. I mean, make every gun like viable, like in Call of Duty 4. Oh, another thing in COD 4. Stopping power. Okay, so stopping power was in Modern Warfare 2 and World at War also, but especially in COD 4. Stopping power, for those of you who don't know, was a perk that let you kill a person with 1 less bullet. It made your guns have higher damage. Totally awesome, in my opinion. There was a counter to it also called Juggernaut. Both of these are second slot perks, by the way. And Juggernaut was a perk that was in the second slot that lets you take another bullet, like take an extra bullet. And well, they balanced each other out, but almost nobody uses Juggernaut. It's mainly stopping power. And stopping power, well, they say it was removed for balance, like in the later games, to make the games more balanced, make it run smoother, and to where one gun wasn't overpowered or not, which really had the opposite effect. It slowed down the game. It made it to where overpowered weapons stood out more. Made it to where it just, like I said, it just got bogged down, and it took forever to get anywhere, get anything done. Which is why the later games like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, or not Modern Warfare 2, sorry, Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 seem so slow at points, is because, well, it takes so much to kill somebody. Another awesome part of Call of Duty 4, probably my favorite part of COD 4, were the maps. Map making has fallen off the face of the earth for these two developers, Treyarch and Infinity Ward. Modern Warfare 2 was the last game that had good maps in it. In Call of Duty 4, the maps, well, they're pretty free, they're pretty open. This goes for World at War also, and for Modern Warfare 2 for that matter. But primarily in Call of Duty 4, the maps were free. You could go anywhere that you thought you could go, if that makes any sense. Like, hey, I want to get on top of that trash can, or hey, I want to hide in this bush. Yeah, go for it. Why not? It made the game feel freer. Now, the maps are, well, on top of being claustrophobic feeling to where you can't go anywhere, like you can't get on top of that trash can, or you can't hide in that bush, or you can't scale this fence. On top of that feeling, it kills all the chances of stealth in the game. Like, you can't hide in Black Ops 2 because, well, where are you able to hide? I mean, you can't get into any places where you would be able to hide. And the maps, especially Black Ops 1, they just feel so bland looking. Like, their color scheme was all gray. It was gray and gray brown and gray blue and gray black, and it was always gray. And it just really, it was hurt. It kind of made you feel depressed, if that makes any sense. Like I want something pretty to look at whenever I'm playing a game. So COD 4 was a pretty looking game. Modern Warfare 2 especially. One map in Modern Warfare 2 that stands out is Terminal. Terminal, that map was gorgeous. You could freaking play that map forever and never get bored with the color scheme. God, I love that map. But the maps in Call of Duty just fell off. I don't know what happened. I think the guys who were there went to some type, or the guys who were there, and by there I mean the developers, companies who were making maps and doing the color schemes, went to an art seminar or something, and it was on classical, like, art, like Rembrandt art, and they were like, well, we gotta do everything really bland and really dark, just because, well, that's the Baroque style, and if we're gonna be a recognized force in the art community, we really need to step up our art knowledge and art game. So they were like, hey, and this is a total metaphor, by the way, or not a metaphor, it's a total story I'm making up, but they were like, hey, we'll just make it really bland, really plain. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay. God. If anybody's listening to this, please get COD 4-esque maps back. Ugh, man. I miss them. Like, there's one particular thing that is standing out to me, and that's on Backlot. And on Backlot, there's a 2-story house that you can get into, and it looks like there's been 2 or 3 mortar shells just pepper this house, and the house, the roof is all caved in, and you can still go up and down the stairs because, I mean, it's COD 4, you can go wherever you want pretty much, and you can use the building, and it just looks neat because there's not a roof on it. They need to bring maps like that back. Come on. I can't be the only one asking for this. But a couple of good additions since Call of Duty 4, though, in a different, like a change of direction here, instead of being so negative toward them, with a change in direction, is, or a couple of good additions, are the create a class slots. In Call of Duty 4, there are 5 create a classes, and you can't get any more through prestiging. And in the later Call of Duties, you're able to get, I think it's up to 10, and that's really nice. I mean, it's always nice to have more classes to put your stuff in. Another awesome thing that they added was cyclable kill streaks. In Call of Duty 4, you had 3, 5, 7 were your kill streaks, like I said earlier. And if you had your UAV in your pocket and then you got 2 kills really quickly before you used the UAV, it would disappear whenever you got the airstrike, which was really unfortunate. And in the later Call of Duties, they added stackable kill streaks. But cyclable kill streaks are when you can cycle through which one that you want to use next. So let's say I have a helicopter, a UAV, and an airstrike. I can use the airstrike first, even though it's second. And I can use the UAV next, and then I can use the helicopter. It's just, you can cycle through which one that you want to use and pick it, and it's really nice, and I'm really glad that they added that. I wish it would have been Call of Duty 4, but it wasn't, so we kind of deal with it, you know? And finally, one of the final things, yeah, I just said that. Finally, one thing that they added that I love them for was host migration. In Call of Duty 4, there is no host migration. I think that goes with Modern Warfare, or not with Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 did have host migration. I think it was World at War. World at War didn't have host migration either. But in COD 4, if the host left your game, the game was over, which that always sucks. And in the end of this, I have 2 games on the screen now. They're both on Broadcast, which is one of my favorite maps. The first one is Team Deathmatch, I think, and then the second one is Domination, if I'm not mistaken. But on the Domination game, at the end, the host leaves, and I get disconnected from the party, which that always sucks. I was doing alright also, but yeah, I decided to put it up anyway, because like I said in the last commentary, I never claimed to be an extraordinary player. I am average. Average Joe. Average. And I'm fine with that. It's nice to be an average. Well, in Call of Duty anyway. I'm above average in intelligence, but I don't want to sound arrogant. But yeah, so they added host migration, which was awesome. Great job on them. Thumbs up. You can't see it, but yeah, both thumbs, they're up. The one bad thing about host migration is, in Modern Warfare 2, they had this pulsating light during their host migration, and that always got really annoying. And in Black Ops 2, it's like they're always host migrating. You know their slogan, "The future is black"? I think that's what they were talking about, because they are always migrating host, and it's always a black screen, so the future is black. Because, well, we don't have a host in the future. But yeah, those are a couple of the points that I really wanted to hit on. COD 4 is my favorite Call of Duty to date. I still love to play it whenever I can, and it's always a good treat. I'd love a remake, honestly, if they would just put this game back out. Don't change anything except for make killstreaks stackable and cyclable, and add more creative class slots. Other than that, and host migration. And other than that, don't add anything else. No new maps, no new guns, no new nothing. No new kill streaks. Just, that was like a triple negative. But leave it just the way it is and add those 3 things, and I would be so happy. God, that would be amazing. But don't get me wrong, I do love Black Ops 2. Or not love, maybe. I like Black Ops 2. Yeah, I like Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is like a girl that you date for a little while, but you don't marry her because you don't love her. COD 4 is that girl that you take home to meet your parents because you love her. Yeah, that's how you describe COD 4. Oh god. But yeah, Black Ops 2 is a great game, but it's just a little bit different. Alright, well, I'm gonna see you guys next time, and thank you for watching this. If you could leave me some feedback, maybe some creative, some positive feedback, and some constructive criticism. That's the word I was looking for, not creative criticism. Actually, leave me some creative criticism too. Yeah, thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'm stealing outros from everybody. Rah!